Hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's right. Merry Christmas, everybody. You know, there's nothing like the holiday season. You come together, you spread joy and cheer and love to one another. And
we wear fun clothes, too.
That's right. You know, you go to your ugly, sweaty Christmas party. Ugly sweater.
Hopefully not.
Christmas party.
Ugly sweater Christmas.
That's right. Oh, man.
Or hat that makes your head hot Christmas party.
Yeah, you got that Santa hat going.
I can run the snowblower in this thing. This thing is like super insulated. Dude.
Well, hello. Now you know why Santa wears the Santa hat.
There we go. All right.
He's on an open, air sled. His hair's...
buddy. It ain't warm at the North Pole.
That's right. So you got to wear that special hat. Oh, man.
Do we want to roll the roll in and start with the wind music? I don't think we need to.
No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna just stick with this great Christmas music, and this will be good enough. So,
so Mark, what do you want for Christmas this year?
I would like a Red Ryder
board
BB gun
and another DSLR camera.
That's right. I'll have the EOS R5, which has image stabilization on the micro sensor. What are you asking for Christmas, Adam?
Oh boy, I just want a happy podcast producer.
Hey, I'm happy. World peace.
There you go.
All right.
World peace. Listen, podcasting for everybody.
If you're listening to this podcast, it is Christmas in like 2 days. All right, Christmas Eve tomorrow. And so we just
it's
want to hang out.
Shop, okay.
Okay. This is one of my questions. This is one of my questions. Okay. What kind of holiday shopper are you? Are you Black Friday guy? Are you Christmas Eve guy? Or year-long hoarder? When do you do your Christmas shopping?
I'm totally Christmas Eve guy.
Aren't we all Christmas Eve guy, us guys out there?
And by the way, I'm not allowed to buy stuff for Kelly. Kelly, I'm sure you're listening to this. So Kelly gets to decide what Adam buys her for Christmas. That's
nice. That's good.
Kelly knows what she wants.
And that's better safe than sorry.
What's that?
I said better safe than sorry.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I mean, why buy something if it's going to be returned, right?
Yeah. My wife does that too. She's like, Daddy got me something. And she opens it up. I'm like, I don't remember getting you that. Like, oh, right. Daddy got you that.
I think our wives have a lot in common.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, look what I got. I'm like, wait, when? I didn't.
Yeah, my wife is definitely the year-long hoarder. I mean, when she finds a good deal, she'll pick something up knowing that she's going to have to give it as a gift at some point. So she's pretty good at that. And so that's kind of my jam. All right, another question for you. Here we go. You're walking down the street, okay? You're feeling great. There's a crisp in the air. What holiday song would be playing outside or playing in the background of that scene?
Wow. I'm a huge fan of Christmas songs. Okay. I love Christmas music.
Right.
I like all the traditional carols, Jingle Bells, Deck the Halls, White Christmas, all that stuff. But I tell you, you can't beat some old like Frank Sinatra type Christmas music. I mean, that's really, for me, that's like the ultimate is that old school, some big band or, Frank Sinatra type stuff. I just love those types of Christmas carols because you sit down and you think about like the old movie, The Christmas Carol and stuff like that. And you're like,
It's a Wonderful Life. What is your favorite holiday movie?
Yeah, it's A Wonderful Life. I would say. Yeah,
I'm 100% on board with that. I have to watch it.
Us, everyone, that whole
every
thing.
time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Yes, I mean, in fact, Kelly and I were talking about that the other day. She's like, "Well, what Christmas movie do you want to watch?" I'm like, "That one. It's got to be in black and white too, though."
Yes, agreed. I don't want the remastered version where they try to make it color. Give me black and white. I tear up pretty much every single time I watch that movie. At the end when he's like hugging his daughter and everyone's bringing in the money and putting it on the table, I'm like, oh, he really is loved. He does have friends.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah,
great
exactly.
reminder when you are good and you give out good, that good will come back to you. So remember to be good.
Exactly. It's interesting you asked this question because we did go see a Christmas play last year. Also, we
Okay.
went to New York City. We saw A Christmas Carol,
Oh
the
yeah.
traditional version of the play on
Mm,
Broadway,
okay.
and it was unreal. I mean, just truly amazing. And I just sat there and I was in tears the whole time. And my kids were like, "What's wrong, Dad?" And it was cool because they involved like the audience. Like you would pass. They had like this fake food that you would pass forward. They were
Oh, cool.
feeding everybody and stuff like that. It was really cool to be part of. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw the one here locally at the Buell Theater
uh-huh.
last year. We took my in laws to that, which was it was. I'm sure it's similar to the one on Broadway because it was fantastic, and some of the different scenes with Marley and Marley, and some of the special effects that they do that are just all practical, on stage, pretty solid. So I
Yeah,
have
it was really cool.
one other question for you. What about do you have a memorable gift opening moment from your childhood? Like if you think back, something warm and fuzzy, you wanted that, Atari 6300 and your mom was like, "No, you can't have it." And then you opened it. I mean, what are we talking about here? What's the moment?
I I don't have a memorable gift opening moment per se, but what I do remember is we would all go into so we you had this like formal living room, like the library where we with the bookcase, it had all the encyclopedias in it.
Uh-huh.
So we had that and there was a record player on there.
Mm,
It was like the most fancy record player I've ever seen. I mean, it was a record player. And then these speakers are like, 12 inches tall. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. And we would go in there and listen to Christmas carols on vinyl.
mm,
And just we would turn off the lights and the lights from the Christmas tree would be on. And we would all just lay there on the floor in that room as a family on Christmas Eve and listen to Christmas music together in the dark with the Christmas lights on the tree. It was so cool. So I mean
right.
that's really the most memorable part of it that I
Hmm.
growing up that it just hits me right in the heart. So but it was nothing like a particular gift. It was more about
Yeah.
the family part.
I love that. That's a great like tradition, It almost gets you kind of centered, right? Right before the big day. It's like, all right, let's just be present with each other, listen to these tunes, soak in this magical ambient light from the tree. That's I might have to steal that one from you, man. We have my wife, her grandfather, before he passed away at 93. But he had this old record player from the 60s and speakers that were, that are probably like, 2-3 feet tall, all encased in wood. And he gave that to me. And then he gave me a huge, just plastic bin full of records. And most of them are Christmas records. And so every year I pull out the record player, I set up the speakers, and we listen to Nat King Cole and, all these just like fantastic Bing Crosby, all these fantastic records. And there's something about listening to Christmas music on vinyl that is just really special and unique. It's
Yep.
got this warmth and depth about it that you really can't get from Spotify. So we enjoy the record player, but I'll have to
Totally.
do that. I'll bring everyone into the family room, crank on a record, and just bask in the glow of the tree. I love that. That's really great.
There you go. Right
Well,
on.
hey,
What about you? What about a particular gift?
For me, let's see. I would say, and seems like so cliche because of the movie A Christmas Story, but when I was 10 years old, I
Uh-huh.
really wanted a BB gun. I think every 10-year-old wants a BB gun. Um, it's
Totally.
so I wanted a BB gun so bad, and my dad kept saying no, like you can't have a BB gun, like you're too young, you'll shoot
Go
your
shoot
eye
your
out.
eye out.
Exactly. And so, classic thing, right? I open up all the presents. I didn't get a BB gun. And then my dad was like, "Oh, Santa might have forgot some presents in the closet," And so I go in the closet, and
Oh, the
inside
old
there,
Santa forgot a present thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And in there was the BB gun. I was like so stoked, a 10-year-old got my BB gun. That was one of the most, standout memories as far as, presents go. And then it's fun too, because now you're an empty nester. So, I don't know what that's like, but all my kids are in that prime age, 7, 9, and 12, where like Christmas is so magical still, and there's so much like mystery and wonder around it, and so they have so much fun. And so it is fun to now pull those kind of gags on my kid, like, not put out the one present they asked for under the tree and like hide it somewhere. Sometimes what we'll do is we'll take bells that we say came from the reindeer, and we'll put them on the backyard, and then have a present hiding out in the backyard somewhere for them. So we've done some fun stuff.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. I remember those ages where they're like, oh, we better get to bed early because Santa's coming. And then there's one of them that's like, I'm going to peek and see if I can see Santa. And you're like, can't do that. Nope. So you're sitting around going, God, I wish we could go to bed. We got to wait until they're all asleep.
Exactly. And then they want to be up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, ready to open presents, jumping on your bed. You're like, let me get my coffee first.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fun.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
I
Christmas.
hope you have a fantastic holiday season, and wrap out this year with just love and joy and peace and kindness and all those good things. Thank you so much for being a part of the Win Nation, for tuning in weekly and subscribing to our YouTube channel, and following us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and just being a part of our community online. Adam and I obviously love doing this, and we love that you get to be a part of it. So, hey, going into this new year, we got a lot of great content coming for you, and we want to hear from you. We want to hear your start with the win stories. If you have some great feedback, or maybe some reviews of shows that have really impacted you, give us a call and leave us a message at 888-581-4430. And I think that's pretty much all I got for you. Maybe we're like on a float, floating heads.
There you go. We're in the Christmas parade,
looping our wave goodbye. Exactly.
Merry Christmas.
Solid. All right.
Oh. All right, YouTubers.
Yep.
Have a great Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Hopefully you have an amazing sweater or hat that can
Mine's
make
at
your
the
day.
office right now.
I know your Remax one.
Yeah.
We got new studio coming soon. So hopefully we'll be recording in the new studio here, 2021. We'll see.
Can't wait.
And
lots of fun new things. We've been at this for a couple of years almost.
2 years. Yeah. And we started in October, I believe, of 2018. How crazy is that? That went by pretty quick.
Well, thank you, Mark. I just want to say I'm grateful for you and all the fun we've had together. This is fantastic.
Yeah. Hey, the feeling's mutual. All right. Well, hey, there it is. We'll see you guys when we see you.
See you guys. Enjoy your Christmas. Bye.